Everybody looking out for themselves, and everybody got a truth to tell. Everybody got a book they want to sell to everyone else. Everybody got their own agenda, everybody wants you to buy. And no one gives a fuck if their bullshit hustle makes somebody end their life. Oh, I just wanna make money, just wanna make money, don't care in the end who it turns to a friend or foe, or what it does to the folks I know. I just wanna make money, just wanna make money. Who knows what it'll cost in the end? Deal with that then. Everybody thinks that they speak for everybody, thinks that they are smart. But everybody's always looking for answers, nobody knows where to start. Everybody thinks someone should save them, but nobody comes to their call. And everybody thinks that they have the fix to finally mend it all. Oh, I just wanna make money, just wanna make money, don't care in the end who it turns to a friend or foe, or what it does to the folks I know. I just wanna make money, just wanna make money. Who knows what it'll cost in the end? Deal with that then. Oh, I just wanna make money, just wanna make money, don't care in the end who it turns to a friend or foe, or what it does to the folks I know. I just wanna make money, just wanna make money. Who knows what it'll cost in the end? Deal with that then. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Good to see y'all. Kevin NSK, welcome, welcome. We are about to hop into this investigation. That's correct. So we are going to get cooking on this. And what the fuck is going on? Because there's some hijinks afoot. Oh, man. This is a mess. Maya's kidnapped. We got the Steel Samurai, Will Powers being sus again. Hopefully we get to the trial today. Hopefully. I want to do 2 sections today. Try to make some good progress. So hopefully we'll get to... Oh, we'll see. Because this one's a little different, right? It's only the one... We only get 1 crack at the trial. I've already finished the trilogy. Kevin, you are so right about 3 through 5. Of course, Sweet Apple hasn't played yet, but he will also love 3. Yeah, that's a good idea because it's a long case. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to try to knock out at least 2 sections today. And then, yeah, we'll see where we get from there. March 21st, 11:34 a.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important.
So, what should we do now?
Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only get this 1 chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. On Guard's innocence. We have to find the real killer.
Okay, then let's start looking.
Let's rock and roll. Let's see. Let's start with the detention center. March 21st, detention center, visitor's room. Voice setting. Oh, the lawyer dude. So, what'd you find out? Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. Well, I've already told you everything I know, dude. Okay, then. Let's see. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my Nickel Samurai costume, and you were alone the entire time? I've always made a surfer guy-ass voice for this line. See, we picked up the same wavelength, the airhead vibes. My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show. I told you, dude. I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr. Kurita was already dead at the... Oh, Mr. Kurita was already dead at the time? Yeah, that's why I gathered anyway from... That's what I gathered anyway from my manager. I'm beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then out of the blue, the dude arrested me. About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Kurita. What sort of... Well, that's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. And he wanted to try to make a jammin' ninja movie, even though we all know it'd fail. The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Detective in the green coat, does on guard mean Edgeworth? No, he means Gumshoe, I'm pretty sure. Although we did get that reveal that Edgeworth is still alive at the end of the last episode. So I'm hoping we'll see him at some point. Dude, you think it'd be the other way around, you know? Nah, I was teasing. No, I got you. Alright, yeah, so we already got what we're gonna get out of him. So let's go to the hotel lobby. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, hotel lobby.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you. What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun, is what it is. Another Steel Samurai doing the most evil of deeds.
You know, that's not entirely...
I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why, oh why, do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way. Ever since I was a little girl, the class hamster was fine until the other kids started calling me Queen Reaper. Whoever you name and your evil spell dies within... Oh.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Watch Ace Attorney 3 have another Steel Samurai killer. Maybe. It's, what's the word? It's seeming to be a tradition at this point. So we'll have to wait and see.
Oh, don't push me, boy.
Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast.
Miss Oldbag, could you please speak a little slower?
Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants.
Oh, what a riot.
My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did it finally find a star that makes this heart go but dump again.
Oh no. I don't know what to say.
I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always ends up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words. No one's gonna get away with with saying anything bad about my Juan.
But I haven't said anything.
Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway.
Uh-huh? What woman?
That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop?
Like you're one to talk.
Honestly, women's these... Oh, God. When I was a young maiden, I was so beautiful. But besides this, I pressed flowers or had stars.
Oldbag has a curse that makes her favorite actors die, like Jack Hammer and Juan Kurita. You know, I got a similar situation, except it's not with people dying. Every time I buy a jersey for a hockey player that I'm a fan of, they get traded within like a year. It sucks. I've stopped buying jerseys. I'm scared if I buy a blank jersey, they're gonna sell the team. Pearls?
Are you thirsty?
A little.
Okay. I'll go get you some juice or something.
Thank you very much.
Hey, are you paying attention, youngins, today?
So I'm guessing Miss Old Bag heard everything from Lotta. That would make sense. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder.
I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready.
Getting ready? For what?
A show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards.
Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference.
Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder.
Ah, I see.
But
But
if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it clearly.
she saw the murder?
What?
I saw the most important moment of the night.
Okay, well, spill the tea. The most important moment? You don't mean?
Oh, so now you treat me with respect. You disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids these days.
Please, tell me, what did you see? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Quad lock, okay.
The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't?
Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please. When you gotta be the worst person to have a lock on, man. Yeah, for real. For real. 4 locks, I still remember. Oh, no. Oh, God. We in for it.
If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present.
Okay. Oh, it's a play on words. Bring her a present, as in something to present. I love how punny this game is. That'll never get old, I don't think. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens.
I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere.
Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Guess so. Let's see, is there anything? Sure is one luxurious hotel. It's tradition, even in the later games. Even the latter games still do it. Later, I think later and latter both work in that context. But yeah, that's good to know. I think it's fun to have this sort of a tradition in a series. Trying to think of like a parallel, because I've definitely seen stuff like this where they like have a built-in respite that's kind of your fallback. It's like, all right, it's time for these shenanigans, but I'm blanking on it. I've definitely seen, I think TV shows is where I've seen it, where like at the end of a season they'll have like a pastiche. Yes, okay. Community. Every season they had like a pastiche episode where they would do like a tribute to a specific genre of film, and those were always fun. And I always like when there's like a consistent tradition throughout seasons of any kind of media. I love Phoenix always says the detectives and police are running around like ducks. They don't show that, just the background. They got me imagining it, and bro, my imagination is wild. That's a good point. How exactly does a duck run around? I don't think I've ever seen a duck run. You just picture Gumshoe with the coattails of his jacket flopping up, squatted down. A lot of visual novels do that, but it's funny. Yeah, for sure. Almost to the point of gaudy with how it blends together. Fancy imaginable. Yeah, okay. Speaking of fancy, didn't that bellboy give me something like that last year? So we've seen this. This table's different. They haven't cleaned up all the food yet. There's a sad feeling hanging in. The award ceremony was held on that stage just last night. It was really fabulous.
You just reminded me of the circus for a second. I wonder if everyone is all right.
I heard that Berry Big Circus just recently started holding performances again. I'm sure they're all fine, Pearls. All right, and then the chandelier that is yet to fall.
Such a beautiful sight.
The chandelier?
Yes, I can't believe it. Can't believe that such a terrible murder happened under such beautiful lights.
Fabulous, like Fabulous Max Galactica. Yeah. It's gonna fall near the end. Yeah, it's got to. It's like what's the term? Something Chekhov's gun. You know, Chekhov's chandelier. If that shit don't fall by the end of this, something ain't right. Let's see. I loved Max Galactica's character design. Be interesting to see if he returns as well. Let's go this way. This is where we're gonna find our clues. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel hallway.
Well, hey, you're here. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer.
Lotta. His real name is Billy Bob Johns. Yeah, that's so funny. I think I missed it a few times, but whenever he got panicked, I tried to like slip into the Southern accent when he like broke character. I thought that was so funny. He's a fun character, you know, minus the whole being a bit of a creep thing. 2 to 3 was mid, but funny, bro. The fact most of the characters are in freaking love with Regina. Circus is full of PDFs. Regina's 16. Exactly. Yeah, that was definitely like, But aside from that, there was definitely some fun stuff in the writing of that. Shutakumi was drunk while writing it. He had no internet. Oh no. Not Majima, Saijima moment. Yakuza 5, 6. I can't even remember. I think 5. Anyway.
Well, hey, Mr. Cop Fella. The thief showed his face.
What?
Arrest him. Put him on trial. Find him guilty. Give him the death penalty.
It's Yakuza 4. Oh, okay. Yakuza 4 when he gets out of prison. Yeah. I sound like Sandy when I try to make Lotta's voice. You know, honestly, I feel like I'm kind of channeling that same energy. I don't even think I did that consciously, but now that you point it out, I think I'm definitely channeling that same energy. Well, what's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling all right?
Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera. Camera. It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera.
Your camera?
Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are.
Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble.
Huh?
So you lost your camera?
Ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's $1,600 brand new.
Oh, 700. She got a good deal on that.
Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon.
Oh my god. That has to qualify as some kind of torture.
I made this itty bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it too. He done made me cry at that. When did you lose your camera? Last night after the murder happened.
Also, now that you're one game left to finish the trilogy, the question hangs, but I don't know if you ever answered it. Will you start with Ace Attorney Investigations or Ace Attorney 4 Apollo Justice? I think we will do, so this is my plan. I'm gonna finish this case. I wanna do Disco Elysium, and then we're gonna do Ace Attorney 3, and then we're going to do Ghost Trick, and then I think after that, we might also do the investigations. We'll have to see, because I might be buying a drawing tablet soon, so I might not have money to get the game. So it just depends on how all that works out. If I get a good deal on the tablet, then I think we'll be able to throw investigations in between before Apollo Justice. Asking because I'm currently on Ace Attorney 4. Got you. Okay. Well, the good news is, either way, you got some time. It's not super imminent. But if possible, I'm definitely planning to do it in between games before Apollo Justice. But yeah, I'm pretty geeked. I've been wanting to get a drawing tablet for like honestly for a few years, but I got they dropped the new Galaxy S10 Lite, which is cheap, and I got my eye on an open box that's even cheaper. So we'll see if I can snag it. It's optional to play investigations. You can skip or not skip the investigations duology. Right, yeah. I do know it's a sub or like a side story kind of thing, but it is, but I do think it's better to do it. Really good games too. Yeah. I also just kind of want to know what Edgeworth was up to. I really like his character. So I'm interested to see what's up with that. So I kind of just want to play it as soon as possible.
Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear darling, expensive sweetie.
Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours?
I don't really know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye, so I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything from my big scoop.
I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. I'd say there's a good chance. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder.
Well, before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Angara was arrested.
What were you doing here?
You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever a lot of heart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had.
Big scoop?
I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon, of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot.
Honestly, unfortunately, I had to skip the duology for now because I'm on mobile. Yes, a mobile Ace Attorney player. I mean, technically it started as a mobile game, not a phone mobile game, but handheld, so ain't no shame in that. I don't think I found any of the 2 games on mobile. I heard Ace Attorney Investigations 2 was a Japan exclusive, but in PC you can definitely play. I think the 2 games are together in one. Yeah, I think that's the case. Well, that's too bad. I hope that you can find a way to play it. Oh, Kev about to drop some knowledge. Give us the tea. Investigation 2 does have an English patch. Ah, very cool. Fan made one, but it's really good. Hey, fans coming in clutch. Yeah, Kev really said, hold it. Oh, that's too good. That's how I played it originally. Well, hells yeah, on a DS. Ah, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I hope that you find a way to play it NSK. If not, you're always welcome here to hang as I play it and enjoy it in that way. But yeah, I definitely hope you get to play it for yourself, because I know that that's probably preferable. Anyway, where was I? I wonder what the scoop she was after this time. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be the first piece of information that starts clicking it for me, is what Lotta was trying to figure out beforehand. Because clearly there was something interesting going on before the murder. Since it's investigation time, and I mentioned Shu like 5 minutes ago, might as well mention some trivia, especially for NSK since they play. Shu Takumi had a lot of problems writing because Capcom kept interfering with him. So much so that he threatened Capcom to sue them. Damn. Eventually they settled on that if they do make Ace Attorney 4, they will help him publish whatever he wanted with creative freedom, which turned out to be Ghost Trick, which she was really happy with. That's dope. Okay. So that definitely has me more excited for some Ghost Trick.
So maybe I wasn't here the entire time.
Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop?
Well, maybe I was. So that's what a real journalist do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof?
Kevin really dropping all the facts. Yeah. Ace Attorney 4 is pretty messy, but we'll get to that game eventually. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Kev the Lore Master. Yes. I wonder, I'll need to get like a plugin or something to give nicknames. We can dub you the Lore Master. What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Ah, shit. Another lock. Just my lock.
Oops, sorry, Mr. Lord. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know?
Yeah, her too. Everyone's got secrets. Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide?
We've been stopped, haven't we? Yeah? Take that, Mr. Lawyer.
I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta, and your eye rule smile. We'll be nice low-key, bro, since Kevin and I share the same name. Nicknames help differentiate. Yeah, for sure. I'll have to look into something like that. Gumshoe gonna be next, watch. Oh god, not Gumshoe. Let's see. Can I present anything to her?
Hey, what's that? A press conference ticket? How come I got myself one of them?
Please don't direct your anger at me.
Why in tarnations wasn't I invited to that? How come someone on the bottom of the popularity chart like you got the info, but not me? Info like that is worth nothing to you. Am I right or what?
Is that the kind of person she thinks I am?
Are you gonna stand there and take that, Mr. Nick?
Damn. Glossy photo Maya push on. Oh, right. Okay. Hey, yo, Pearl knows what's up. Yeah, for real. March 21st, Gabewater Hotel, on Guard's hotel room.
Where are we?
We're in Mr. Matt on Guard's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? Oh, I was expecting a bellboy. You're Mr. On Guard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer.
Wow.
It's a simple deduction, really. The trial's tomorrow, and Mr. On Guard's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either.
It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick.
I am Adrian Andrew. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. All right. If I remember correctly, I think one of the characters sort of told us how to pronounce On Guard. When I first played the case, we got introduced to the defendant's client. I always said On Guardy, not like On Guard. Oh, lol. That's fair. I'm French Canadian, so it was a little intuitive for me. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be very deceiving. Boom, 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 boom. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. And I will tell you, before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. On Guard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. Now I'm very suspicious of you. The fact that she's withholding information, 100% of people who've withheld information have been problems. If you take a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room?
No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby.
Low-key true, seeing how Lotta and Wendy are withholding information now. Yeah. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess.
When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. On Guard.
Also, holy confusion. What deep voice bro made for Andrews when you first met her? Advice, pay attention to the speech blip sound effects when a character with blank talks. If you hear high-pitched blips, make female. Oh, yeah, that's good to know. Yeah.
After that, I went to visit Mr. Kurita.
And that's when you found his body, isn't it?
He really held strong through everything.
Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So about you and...
Stop right there. You weren't seriously about to ask how Mr. On Guard and I are related, are you?
Sorry.
I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer.
Why'd she have to go and say something like that?
Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright?
I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. On Guard's manager.
His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Kurita, have one?
No, he did not.
He didn't?
Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that.
So that's the person he's always calling. Yes.
Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars.
I see.
This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this? Honestly.
Oh my god, I just noticed both Global and Worldwide Studios mean the same thing. Yeah, exactly. I sense an imposter. Oh, maybe.
You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya.
Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? Ribeyes again, huh? There's a giant bone sitting on the plates.
I don't really like meats.
There's something weird about this place. Bone again. Yep. That's it's like when you give your life to Steak Jesus, you're bone again. I just wish I could put my finger on what it is. Looks like the dish is left over from dinner. Dinner for two at that.
I'm sure they're Mr. On Guard and Miss Andrews' plate.
Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's with the Global Studios and T-bone steaks? Yeah, bunch of carnivores. I'm a little jealous. I could go for a steak. There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. T-bone steaks. Mr. Manella would go crazy for those. Yeah, for real.
I think that jacket-looking thing is called a hoppy.
Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. I would absolutely be thrilled. Are we stealing stuff now? We really are taking after Maya, huh? What's here? It's probably Mr. On Guard's suitcase. For someone who's only going to be here for the awards show, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like he has about 3 days worth of clothes in here.
Stars really are different from us, aren't they?
Yeah, I just did a whole weekend trip. I was gone for like 3-4 days, I think. I can't remember. I packed a backpack. One backpack. That's the bedroom over there.
That's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here.
Yes. Not much to see in here. You were the one taking care of the arrangements for this press conference, right? Yes, that's right. Time to give a present, yeah.
But Mr. Engarde said he didn't know about it.
Is that what he said? Huh?
Huh?
Actually, I didn't know all the details either. It was a request from the publicity department. All I did was help out and do what I was asked.
Oh, I see.
I wonder about that. Yeah, me too. I wouldn't take her to be the type of person to do something without knowing the details. I'd like, yeah, this is gonna, yep. Let's see, what about a profile? I asked to become Mr. Engarde's manager. He's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. Mr. Engarde does seem like a rather weak-willed man, always doing as he's told.
He's always saying, my manager, right, Mr. Nick?
Did you know the victim, Mr. Kurita? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all.
Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai?
Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. You must know why Juan Kurita was killed. That seems like a big clue. Yeah, definitely. I'd like to ask you about this. I told you, trifling? Yeah. And then I wanted to ask you about him. That's Mr. Will Powers. He's an actor contracted with Global Studios. He's a very nice man. A man with a good heart. But that's all he is and ever will be. Damn. What a horrible thing to say. Society doesn't care about genuinely nice people, Mr. Wright. Sad but true. Huh? For a second, her face twisted in pain.
I wonder if something happened to Miss Andrews.
Nice guys finish last or something. Yeah, it's not just guys, it's just kind people get trampled. We live in a world that rewards ruthlessness. Oh, here we go. Do you have any ideas as to why Mr. Kurita was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job. So, do you have any ideas? Of course. Everyone's got their shit locked down. Yeesh. Miss Andrews. Third lock, yeah, for real. Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Yeah, god damn. We got 2 quad locks we gotta break.
Is it a psyche lock, Mr. Nick?
Yes, there's getting to be more and more of these lately. Seriously. Alright, let's go back to the hallway. Ooh. These people and their secrets, shake my head, yeah. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Kurita's hotel room.
Mr. Nick, where are we?
We're in Mr. Juan Kurita's room, Pearls. Someone sure loves teddy bears, yeah, for real.
Mr. Kurita?
The victim, which makes this the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you! Oh, what happened? The kidnapper, has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Engarde's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm gonna help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? Man, Gumshoe's a good dude. I'll even tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here's you go, little missy. Oh.
Oh, you're giving it to me? Thank you.
Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good.
He may pretend, but he ain't an ally. Or he may pretend he ain't an ally, but he sure is. Yes, 100%, 100%. He got those walls up, but we know he's a softie.
Mr. Nick, I got a map.
That's great, Pearls.
But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says.
Pearl. Do you know what the cause of death was?
Well, technically the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal.
It should?
Yeah, here's a picture.
Oh boy. A fairly shallow looking stab with a butter knife? There's a knife in his chest.
Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon.
So he was stabbed to death.
They're looking at fingerprints down at the lab right now.
There were fingerprints on the knife?
Yup. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. On Guard's prints, pal.
That's bad. Real bad. Oh, unrelated, but this may make seeing the crime photo better. You can make the text box look more transparent in the sentence you want. That's cool. I can always just use the court record too. But that's good to know. Appreciate that. Let's see. Broken vase. He seems to have a bottle of ketchup juice. Wine glass. And his guitar is missing. How tragic. That actually is probably going to be significant because that is part of his costume, isn't it? Why was Mr. On Guard arrested?
Because we had evidence on him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ketchup juice, bro. Who the hell drinks that? Apparently, Mr. On Guard. I wanted to ask that, yeah.
Evidence?
It looks like the victim, Juan Carita, really put up a big fight.
Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's sign of a struggle everywhere.
Well, yeah, during the fight, his button came off.
I saw YouTube shorts YouTube shorts about ketchup ice cream, and it low-key looked like strawberry one. Lol. Good lord. That does not sound good. Damn, this guy sure hates his teddies. Mr. On Guard said something about a button. Something like one of the Jammin' Ninja's buttons got caught in his Hakama.
But that's not all.
Oh yeah, that is true. So he lost the button beforehand. Let's see. What?
There was a witness, pal.
A witness? Who is it?
That lady, Miss Old Bag.
Please, anyone but her.
The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention, there's something around where the Vic was late that's a little off.
Something that's a little off, as in
that's for you to figure out, pal.
All right, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick.
All right, Gumshoe. Thanks for your help. Yeah.
Wow, there are lots of bears.
Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have?
There's even a few in the trash can.
Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. Yeah. I can imagine if you're this surrounded by bears all the time, you might get sick of it.
Poor teddies.
I don't know. I feel like I would just donate them.
It's hard to.
It's hard to bear with all these problems. Growl. You could say this guy can't bear these teddies. Yeah. Oh my God, Mo jump scare. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me. Oh God. That was a jump scare. Bro's having flashbacks. Holy.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator.
The carrot juice bottle and the tomato juice bottle are both empty.
Mo been getting mentioned every case now, just saying. That's true. That's true. 3 in a row. Empty. It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They're all vegetable juices. I guess he must have been a real health nut.
Oh, there's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam, too.
Maybe red was his favorite color.
Oh, it's so messy here.
Earls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it.
There are lots of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please.
Okay. That over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist.
I know what a watch is.
Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Red favorite color. The Jammin' Ninja had a bit of red on his costume. On guard's clothes theory? Joke. Did he have red on his costume? Oh yeah, he did have a little bit of red. Boom. It's a suitcase. There's so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, calculator.
Do all stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Kurita?
Maybe. Well, that's a cool toy. It looks like Mr. Kurita had dinner last night.
This bottle, it's tomato juice.
Or ketchup juice, as we call it in the Sweet Apple universe. We had a lot of food at the award show last night. I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. That happens a lot, so probably. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Kurita fought his assailants. Yo, what's Winnie the Pooh doing there? What did they do to my guy? Look at the floor down the bed. Hey, yo. Free Winnie. Look, even the teddy bear looks sad. The one that's like directly across from him by the other bed. He's like, are you okay, Winnie?
What are those bits of glass from?
A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are.
You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick?
Damn. Yeah, look at this bear. He looks so sad. He's like, what'd they do to my guy? Toy Story would go crazy here with all the teddies. Oh my god. Toy Story. More like toy impatient care. This is a guitar case, I guess. It's a little beat up, but still usable.
That's strange. The guitar's not here.
Maybe he forgot to bring it for the show?
But Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was the Jammin' Ninja's signature item.
That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet. But it's only wet on top of the lid. Damn, it would be hard to bear with all these teddies being secretly alive. True. Especially considering that then they'd have to come and bear witness. Oh, man.
Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it?
That would be unbearable. Oh God. Let's see. I'm gonna keep it a buck, Pearl. I don't think that's water. It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it.
Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much.
Yeah, me neither. There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where it came from.
Doesn't it seem weird?
What seems weird?
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere.
Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright?
Even murderers don't drink tomato juice, that's why. I'm low-key on like 50-50 on tomatoes, but drinking the juice of it sounds so odd. No, I get that. I'm the same way. Like, I don't put ketchup on like almost anything. I'll have it on like a burger, but I won't dip fries in it. I love like red sauce for pasta. I love chili, which is like 60% tomato, but I'm weird about, yeah, like certain tomato like stuff I'm just like nah, and tomato juice is definitely a hell nah for me. It just kind of tastes like cold tomato soup, and at that point I'm just like, I think I'd just rather drink like have tomato soup, you know. It's weird though, like tomatoes are incredibly flavorful and they're so good in certain dishes, but there's just something about them. My brain just says no.
So that's a bed, right?
Yep, it's big, but it's a bed.
Ah, Mr. Nick, it's so soft!
Big beds must be a rarity for her. Tomato juice seems like that thing you'd see rich people drinking because it's different, and they bought a bottle for $40 off Erewhon. Exactly. That is exactly the energy it gives. Mr. On Guard or Mr. Corita and their tastes for juice. Shake my head. Yeah. This is Mr. Corita's room, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we didn't really find much in here. What do you know about this?
There's nothing special I can tell you about this, pal. Look, pal, we don't have a lot of time. Why don't you show me something more important? Miss Von Karma saw me here like this. I'd have to switch sides real fast.
Oh, man. You know anything about this? What? Yeah.
There's nothing.
Oh, come on. Okay. How about, do you know about the camera? So about this wine glass.
Ah, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched.
You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe?
No, actually. Miss Von Karma noticed it first.
Yeah, Pearls noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the hotel?
Yeah, she's around. Man, you're going to be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here.
Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash.
What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick?
I've heard this sound somewhere before. Yeah, uh-oh indeed.
It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me.
Time to run indeed. Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened last time.
Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce. Later, pal. Yow!
Damn.
At last you've revealed your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change?
Oh, you're the type to steal information from the pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Ow! Hey, don't you dare run away, Mr. Scruffy mixed trench coat. Ah! I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful.
Low-key, Von Karma could have kidnapped Maya. Maybe. That would be an escalation for her, but she's definitely shown that she's willing to compromise her integrity before.
Detective, come over here for a second.
Yow!
I feel better knowing at least you were the man enough to face your punishment.
Yeah, poor Gumshoe. He was so scared. He just froze up on the spot.
Mr. Phoenix writes, you have soiled my perfect prosecution record. I will never forgive that. This time, victory is mine.
Victory is yours. Is that all this means to you?
What?
Let me save real quick. I haven't saved in a hot minute.
Tom's coffee. The investigation briefing is about to begin.
Yes, sir.
This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor.
Ow! What did she throw at me now? What is this? Wrist went.
Well, I guess this means I gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. You ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, all right? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you.
All right. On the move again. Huh. Let's see. Yeah, I guess. Damn, I don't feel super confident about that, but Wendy saw something, and we did get some clues. Criminal Affairs Department, that's the place where we will see the piece of plywood. Piece of plywood? I'm not sure what piece of plywood you're talking about. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Ah, Mr. Powers. Have you been here the entire time? Yeah. People connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. You forgot Blue Badger. Oh, okay. The Blue Badger is at the Criminal Affairs Departments. We're gonna see that again? Nice. Let's see. To leave. That's tough, bud. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It is the sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time there are 3 samurai brothers, Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course, the Nickel Samurai. It's a love why in Neo Old Tokyo. I see. Wait. A love what? Yeah, I was wondering about that too. A love why. This girl Saya works at a tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. Oh, I see. So instead of a love triangle, it's a love Y. They're a polycule. Yeah, I remember when I saw the damn badger in Rise from the Ashes, Edgeworth's that wriggling piece of plywood phrase will never not be funny. Fair. Love triangle. Yeah, I guess, well, a love triangle is 3 people, but this is 4. With 1 in the middle. So, like, I kind of see what he's getting at with love Y. But, because, like, the 3 aren't intertwined with each other. But, yeah, did they coin that term? Because it works so well, but I've never heard that before. Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the three brothers colliding over this one girl. Anyway, Saya was actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation. Like Romeo and Juliet times 3. I'm not gonna lie, this honestly sounds like a pretty banging plot. Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office lady. Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo. Does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she?
They gotta release the Nickel Samurai anime now. I'm saying. I would unironically watch that. That sounds fire. You got this conflict of the romance, the brothers competing with each other. Will they choose their brotherhood over love? Will they stand up for what's right? Then you get the whole conflation of like, she's the daughter of the main villain. Is she trustworthy? Will she abandon her father for love? Oh man, there's so many ways you could go with that premise. It's genuinely like, that's fire. That's fire. Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
I'm gonna stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week.
I can't believe she's really considering it. So, what's the Jammin' Ninja TV show like? Nickel Samurai anime? You mean there is a Steel Samurai anime out there like Ace Attorney anime? The game has its own anime, by the way. That's true. That is true. That came out. Sheesh, it was like what, 5 years ago now? It was a while ago, but I do remember there was so much hype when that came out. They basically adapted the games 1-to-1, didn't they? It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. Long time ago. The anime is not great. Damn, that's too bad. Although I can see how like this storyline doesn't really translate well to anime. Because when you're not like engaged in it as an active agent, it could be a little bit more dry. I feel like being directly engaged makes certain elements a little more interesting than if I was just sitting here watching it play out. The Jammin' Ninja, like the Samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall, but became a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any major ninja things right at all. They skip over a lot of detail, and yeah, trial sections are not fun in anime form. Also, they changed certain details too, which is odd. The icon Frank saw it 3-hour change is like 12 for whatever reason. Huh. I've seen a few clips and episodes. I don't know if you'll watch it, but the anime was aight. The only bad part is RFTA didn't get its own episode. I mean, to be fair, RFTA is long as hell. Could be a whole movie. That's too bad that they didn't nail the adaptation, but yeah, maybe I'll check it out. We'll see. I'm always looking for stuff to watch anyway, so yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Of a boy could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in his hand, he took the ancient world by storm. Probably because it wasn't the original game. Bonus case after all. Maybe, yeah. I could see the Rise from the Ashes being done as like a OVA with a like feature length. That would be dope. But I guess they already made their choice. A ninja with a bright red guitar. And then the final fight in the front of his beloved princess Misola. Jammin' versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold the night before Battle 3. I think the anime was released after Ace Attorney Trilogy, but I'm not sure. That makes sense, just from a marketing standpoint. Be like, hey, we dropped an anime. Oh, we also got a remaster of these games that it's based on. Actually, I'll show you a clip, and once you're done, watch it, because it's great. Bet I will save aside once we finish. All I see is the eyes, and I already know it's Maya. Yeah, anime was like 2016 by the time Ace Attorney 6 was released. Damn. Hold up. 10 years ago? That's got me fucked up. Because I do remember the discourse around it coming out. People were hyped. But that did not feel like it was 10 years ago. Fuck. Damn.
Yeah. Well, this kind of pop music based love story is something high school girls really like.
10 years ago. Last new mainline Ace Attorney game. Damn. Time just keeps on doing its thing. What a motherfucker. Ace Attorney 6, another future game I've yet to play. I think it's part of the AJ trilogy. It is, yeah. Dope.
Yes, Burrow?
Well, what happens next? I want to know. The Jammin' Ninja. Will they be able to sing? What about Princess Missola?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
Ace Attorney 7 has to happen, bro. A man can dream. Hey, we can dream indeed. Maybe someone will get inspired by the series and make their own game. You know, I was thinking I wanted to eventually, when I start drawing, part of the reason I want to get it is to make comics and then maybe eventually like visual novels. So maybe we'll make our own Ace Attorney. They literally ported every single Ace Attorney game to PC and modern platforms just to not do it. They can't do it anymore. Damn. You got 1 minute of ads. Damn, I didn't even get the notification. I must be logged out of my Twitch on. Sorry about that. There's a bunch of Ace Attorney inspired games. Hell yeah. True. We're gonna have a lot of stuff to check out maybe end of the year as we get through this series. Play some of the games inspired by it. And maybe I'll be half decent at drawing by then. We could do some fan art or something. I don't know.
Which show should I watch?
I can't believe she's really considering it.
The guitar case. That was Juan's.
Bro, what is it with Twitch? I got the same ad twice. Damn. That's rough. Was it the Sour Patch ones? I see that that's what's playing right now. I'm guessing you've seen this case before.
It's pretty famous by now. It stands out because it holds the bright red guitar.
The bright red guitar? The Jammin' Ninja's signature item.
But if the guitar is so important, how could he forget it for the awards ceremony?
No, I do not know the ad, but it was not SPK. Okay. That does seem a little strange. Guitar's gotta be stolen, yeah. I'm trying to figure out what I need like that one piece that starts connecting dots for me, you know? Okay, you don't know anything about that. How about the camera? You see the camera? No. I don't think I should show you your dead friend. I think that might be a fucked up thing to do. Back to the lobby, I guess. Yeah, I was gonna, just to see the first question. Let me save first, though. Oh, you mean, show... Let's see. Yeah, Will seemed to not have any thoughts, but it was a good suggestion. Yeah, we just traumatized the poor man. All right, I just want to see what the first question is. I don't feel confident that we can crack this, but let's see how far we can get. I think I've heard Ace Attorney 7 might come in the foreseeable future. Theories about the game The game being about Athena Sykes, some character I have yet to know. Definitely not this year. We already got a lot of Ace Attorney ports and other material. Phoenix Wright is now. I saw that he was in Among Us. Yeah, Among Us collabed with Ace Attorney twice now. Yeah. They're trying to maintain relevance, but I hope it means that they're dropping a new game. That'd be dope. It's inevitable. Ace Attorney is the most sold and popular visual novel series. Just gotta wait for it. Hell yes. That's what I like to hear. Then please tell us what you saw.
But what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you youngins' expense. I am a little devil after all.
Trust me, that much we know. Doesn't that imply that you aren't a good person? All right, I'll give you what you want. Let's see. What? Yeah, she said I should investigate. Okay. She said I'll give... You probably can't break Wendy's lock, so just do someone else. Yeah, I was thinking, because, like... I have to give her a present. I genuinely have no clue what that's supposed to be. Oh, here we go. Let's go this place. March 21st, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. I think Lotta's lock is easier, not at all sure though. Yeah, no worries.
Doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here.
Great, now even Pearls is calling him Scruffy. Thanks, Francisca. It's 2 locks, so yeah. Dan Badger is there. I see him. They said something about an investigation briefing earlier, right? Why don't we come back and try again later when they're done?
Okay, I guess that's all we can do, right, Mr. Nick? Oh, it's kind of cute. Mr. Nick, what is this stuffed animal's name?
That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's precious. It's this precinct's mascot, you know.
Oh, wow.
I'll get him a signed mascot of every police station if it's the last thing I do.
I hope you succeed in your mission, sir.
You just made his day. This must be the chief of detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? The Hero of Heroes award ceremony? The grand prize got away from the Jammin' Ninja again? I can hear his theme song, bro. That was so insufferable. The jar puzzle, yes. The jar puzzle was brutal. Shouldn't you be reading something more important? That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Break and spit it out, you low-life scum. Turkey sandwich. Don't you eat ham every day? Sick of it or something? He must be doing image training for interrogations. Something like that. Nothing to see here. Yeah, let's go talk to someone else then.
Take that!
Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room?
I told you, didn't I? From a scoop.
What I want to know is about the details of this scoop.
Well, that's something I can't tell you. I mean, there's my bread and butter.
All right then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm gonna say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Corrida and this person? Juan Corrida and this person. I don't think we have the info on this yet. Also, I figured out why they changed Phoenix's voice lines in this version of the Trilogy Collection. Phoenix had a more classic voice that was heard when the game was on the Game Boy. I heard some things happen with the former voice actor of Phoenix. Pretty obvious, actually. Oh, that was a different one. Interesting. That's unfortunate. Dudes just can't keep themselves out of trouble, it seems. I'm thinking only person that kind of comes to mind is Wendy or maybe Adrian. He got accused of essay. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Yeah, this disgusting. Very. Shit happens. But I like the new voice. Let's see. Okay, I grew up with the old Phoenix Ace Attorney, which was sad. Yeah, it always sucks when something that you hold so close, that's such a big part of your childhood, gets tainted by something like that. It's always a shame. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to take a crack at this. Wendy was hanging out here, so that's kind of the only hunch I got. So let's see. Unfolding scandal, or is it between these two? Loki, I think Phoenix old voice actor also screwed over an indie game company, but I might be remembering that wrong. Damn, guy sounds like a real asshole. Uh-oh.
Who the heck is that? Think us journalists are a bunch of idiots. You can't fool me. I'm a pro.
Damn. Uh-oh, really? Was it Wendy? Start this. All right. Okay, so the only other person I could think of is Adrian. Adrian! The answer is Matt, by the way.
This woman.
She's Adrian Andrews, Matt on Guard's manager. Oh, huh. Yeah, no worries. Because I thought I already presented Matt. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin' Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? Aw, snap.
You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers.
Don't mind me, I'm just mixing things up in years since I played. Hey, no worries. It was a good guess. That was my first guess.
You gotta have backup.
Backup?
Yeah. You gotta have that. What's it? News sauce.
You mean news source?
That's it.
I like news sauce better.
So show me something that shows that Wong guy had something with Miss Andrews.
Now herein lies the question. I don't know if we have this one. It's so obviously the attorney's badge. Yeah, for sure. Let me save. And then let's present this. See, maybe this is the one that we crack, even though she's got odd. Let's see. What's the first one? Guess we gotta find more information. Out of curiosity, did you talk to everyone and examine things? I was waiting at the the detective's office area, and then I think we might need to circle back and talk to Matt is my guess. But I just want to see what the first one is on this. Let's see. Ask me who killer is. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. On Guard's life in danger by your actions? Matt or Will probably. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Kurita. You were not that close? That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You're not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow I highly doubt that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get the answer to this one from not Sandy. Good lord, now I'm getting the names mixed up. Lada. So let's see. Let's go Viola Hall. I got nothing I can present to him. So let's go to the detention center. Said Sandy Law, yeah. Did you present Adrian to Will? I did not. We'll circle back on that. Just since we're already here. That's my manager. Did you meet her? Yeah. What do you think? Strong woman, right? And she takes good care of me. You're such a mama's boy. Okay. Dude, I know I like to throw money around, but it's not like I buy anything and everything. That's nice, because it's not up for sale anyway. Well, okay, yeah, I don't think this dude's got anything to say to me. Alright. Let's see, we'll go back here. The hotel lobby. When you see Kevin pull up the... Actually, you know it'll be facts. No printer or lore drop. Kevin's actually is like his old it lol. Let's see. Let's present Adrian. I'm becoming Phoenix these days. Yeah. Or maybe Apollo. Yeah. Oh, hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Excuse me. Just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now.
A rumor?
If you're interested, I'd be glad to share what I know. He's so happy. He looks like a lion that just found his next meal. There we go. Here's the tea. Get a quick sip here. Would you mind telling me about this gossip?
Ah, so you are interested in it. I figured you would be.
Yeah.
I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip, too.
Oh, really? You too, huh?
Yeah, so take a look at this.
Looks like a tabloid Miss Old Bag would read.
Alright,
Alright, let's see here. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous.
to the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. You see now, don't you?
What?
You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Right. Juan Carita didn't have a manager of his own, which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA,
Adrian Andrews?
yes, exactly. This is big news.
But it seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews. Together with the biggest rival of her client?
It's a wonderful thing that can. Oh,
Mr. Powers looks so happy.
Girls is just following along, not having any idea what's going on. Why are you doing this? There's auto scrolling on me.
well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure.
Magazine clipping added to the court record. All right, now we can get Lotta. I remember this is the big scoop. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Okay. Now we've got it. Unrelated, but would like to see a case ranking tier list too once you're done with this case. Okay, yeah. We could probably do that at the start of, like, once we finish this, we'll probably do it at, like, the start of the Disco Elysium before I get into that. Do that. I'll have to, like, look and get, like, everything set up, because I think I'll have to download the covers for everything and whatnot. For sure. That'd be easy to do, I think. This woman. All right, here we go. And then it's going to be yes. It would be nice to see a tier list with him, but most of those contain spoilers for TNT. Sometimes they rank all cases from all games. There's already ones done, to be fair. Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Well, we'll figure it out, you know? This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous to the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the star, Ms. A.A.
Ah,
Ms. Carita didn't have a manager. Mr. Carita didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Miss On Guard's manager, Adrian Andrews. She has the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Carita's door last night.
ah.
Let's go! All right. Finally getting somewhere. You know who else has the initials AA? Alcoholics Anonymous? Not who, what? Yeah. You were looking into Mr. Carita and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you?
You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by catching them in a secret meeting.
Wait. Maybe that's actually a thing. Because bro only drinks juice. This Phoenix guy sure is an ace attorney. Yeah. Oh, yes, the game also has AA. as its initials. But there's already an article about it in one of the old weekly tabloid magazines. Good lord, I'm struggling today. It's no longer breaking news. Say that again.
What you say? Our initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing, getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading.
I think AA is also a thing for cars in Canada. I only know this because of a Family Guy joke. Are you thinking of AAA, maybe? Because that's a thing in the States also. That's like the bougie roadside assistance. One sec. Sorry, one sec. Alright. Wow, Lotta. Nice journalistic integrity you got there.
Alright, I finished writing up my spicy article, you know? But the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me.
Yeah, I understand.
It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell ya. What's with people now, anyway? I never thought I'd see a day come when someone steals something from me.
You really want that note back, huh? She wants the camera, bro. I've got no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Okay, well, that gave me something, but not a lot. Let's see, I haven't examined out here, though I don't really think there's gonna be much of anything. Okay, good lord. Yeah, not much going on here. Alright, we were already here. Let's see. You could confront Adrian about the clipping, I guess. Yeah, that's a good point. We do have that now. Let's try that. Let's see where we get with that. I don't know how far it'll go, though. Yeah, for sure. We'll make sure to save and then give it a crack. Let's see. If nothing else, we'll get a hint as to the next piece of evidence we need. At least for this sequence. Alright, if you ask me, I think you know. Why are you hiding things? So, okay. You're not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow I highly doubt that. You and Mr. Kurita had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into it. As to be expected. Note to self, stay on our good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to somebody? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Kurita, as if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake? Huh. We're definitely missing information. Alright, let's see if we can go back and talk to Matt. Or maybe Wendy? Gotta go back. We gotta go past Wendy anyway. I don't know. I don't think we were ready for Wendy because I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to give her as a present. So let's go talk to Matt. If you're talking about her thing with Juan, I always thought she was a bit careless in the way she handled it. And that's it. That's it. Well, a lot of good you did, bud. How about here? Possible we missed something, probably on one room because that room is massive. Yeah, maybe. Because this hasn't been triggered yet, so we can't get anything. It's the stage. Mr. Unguarded Substance. Yeah. Gone through that. Okay. Good lord. Let's examine. What have we not seen? Oh wait, you figured it out? That wasn't there before. The autograph? Oh shit, you're right. Damn.
Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper?
It's called an autograph.
Autograph?
Oh, that's what I got chucked at me by Von Karma, wasn't it? I just kind of assumed that was in my inventory already. Oh, okay. The paper's got Mr. Kurita's name written on it, so it's his autograph. Give this to Wendy. Yes! Big brain, Kev.
I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this.
Ah, it's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here, see how it says "To my dearest Wendy" in more normal letters?
This sloppy, unreadable writing? It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone.
Hold on. Oh, Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. I can't read cursive, by the way. I don't know if that's just me or others. It varies for me. You know, it really depends on the individual person's cursive. Because, yeah, some people's cursive is just scribbles, just straight up scribbles. But I do think cursive is objectively harder to read. It's much less legible. It's honestly wild too, like people nowadays probably, kids don't learn cursive in school probably. Because like everything's digital. You have no real reason to learn it other than occasionally when you need a signature. When you get sick and order medication from the doctor, exactly. I never learn it. You're really not missing out on too much, to be honest. It's a relic of the past. I think my handwriting is harder to read than cursive. I'm writing ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. Bro's using pictographs out here. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know? Luckily, we are in an era where handwriting is not all that important. But I was very glad to give up having to write stuff by hand. But part of me kind of misses it now, you know? It's there's a certain something to like the pen and paper feel of writing versus everything being in my phone. All right, let's do this.
That's Juan's autograph.
Yes, it is.
And it even says, "To my dearest Wendy" on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right?
Well, it may say Wendy, but somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in his mind when he signed it.
Oh, please give it to me. Let me have it, please.
I can't let you have it just like that.
Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange?
Well, damn. Wow, she must really want this autograph.
My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Right, you win. Wendy Oldbag, ready to open up her heart, all for my dearest Juan.
Wow, that's so funny. Yeah, they really did say peace out. It's like that gift, they're like, doo, and then they like fade away. Wow, that's so funny. Oh my God, that's... I love the fake out. Wow, that's so good. Oh, wow. Okay.
I feel bad for you now.
Huh?
I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room.
You're kidding.
Oh no!
Very old bag thing to do. Very, very.
It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business.
I remember being deadass shocked when all 4 locks got unlocked just like that. Damn, she really wanted that autograph. Yeah. I did not expect that at all. Oh, but that's fun. I love when they kind of throw curveballs with the mechanics like that at you. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me for the hiccups. And? Did you tell that to the police?
Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or 2 out of it. Maybe more.
Gift certificate?
I've been recruited again for that part of the... I've been recruited again for that part at the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty.
But Mr. Ungard hasn't done anything bad.
I don't care about the details like that. I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just do.
Ace Attorney be like, here's this character called Red Herring who is not the killer, only for them to be the killer. 100%.
That yellow-bellied chicken.
A yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like.
I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it.
What did Mr. On Guard ever do to her to deserve this? What did Mr. On Guard do to make you so?
You don't know. That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagues poor Juan.
Mr. Nick,
What is it?
what's a scandal?
Oh, I'll tell you about that after we get home, okay?
Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress.
Mr. Nick, what do vials and wild temptress mean?
How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now? Okay, Pearls. So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about?
Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose.
His own manager? But why?
I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. Girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud.
Damn. Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag?
I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know.
And do you have proof that Mr. On Guard did what you said he did?
Next week's issues of a certain magazine said so.
Ugh, of course, a tabloid.
Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet?
Why would Miss Oldbag have information like that? Where did she get it? Is she the one making the tabloid?
Please, anything would be helpful.
Well then, how about I tell you my measurements?
No, that's okay, really.
She really doesn't like you, does she, Mr. Nick?
I know. Wait, Lotta said her camera was stolen, right? And Wendy knows information we don't. Connecting the dots here. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's see if she knows anything about the camera. Nope. It's a good thought, though. Let's see. I don't know. I don't feel like we have enough to go after Adrian yet. Maybe Gumshoe's back. Hey, great point. Yes. Let's go there. I feel like we made a lot of progress. There's got to be something. Something's got to have changed by now, right? Here we go. Yeah. March 21st, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation brief.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Hey, so you came, pal.
Why the blunt greeting?
Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about.
What do you mean by that?
Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight.
But, we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. Oh boy. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight?
I can't give you all the detail, pal, but there's two big pieces.
Two?
And both of them are in this photo. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest.
That's the button you found during your body search of Mr. On Guard.
Yep. I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants.
And The second one is
The knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact.
Fingerprints? Whose are they?
You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious they're mad on guards.
tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm starting to think that it was Adrian who did it, low key. So, what about this airtight testimony? Yeah, it's looking bleak. Oh boy, it is.
It's that old security lady, Miss Old Bag.
I thought so.
What do you mean you thought so? She tell you something, pal?
Well,
And I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab it.
her blab knob is stuck on 10, and there's no turning it down. Trust me.
Yeah, well, Miss Old Bag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. On Guard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death.
No way!
We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves.
The scandal with Mr. Karita? But why?
Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Damn.
Suicide?
Her name was Celeste Impax. And she was Juan Carita's manager.
The victim's manager?
But that's not all, pal. Miss Impax was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor.
For a kid's game, this series sure gets dark. Yeah, for real. I kind of love stuff that's like not afraid to acknowledge the grim nature of reality. Because I think it's fun that this game is not for kids, though, gang. Yeah, it's more of like a teen game, I would imagine. But I do kind of like that. You know, you can get grim without necessarily going like gory or like overtly adult. And I always think it's really fun to see how content rated for a general audience handles more mature subject matter. Like Gravity Falls and like shows like that do a really good job of, or Avatar even, do a really good job of like dealing with very mature subject matter in a way that is consumable for all ages. Yeah, I always enjoy that kind of thing. Yeah, Gravity Falls is amazing.
Her mentor?
A woman who was both Mr. Karita's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case?
You want to know more about her, pal?
Yeah, definitely.
She was the victim's manager and was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but... Oh!
Damn.
I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another.
But Miss Von Karma.
You cannot seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst.
You don't mean...
I do. Scruffy, you have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's...
Wait, please, wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, I'll stop.
Quiet. If it weren't for traitors like you, I would have won. Is that what you want to say? Who?
That voice.
Oh, shit.
Welcome back, Edgeworth. It's been a long time, right?
This person. This is Mr. Edgeworth?
The worth of Edge, hell yeah. What am I gonna do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong? You haven't changed a bit, Franziska.
You! How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are.
Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed to be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Franziska. How are things going? I hear you're having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country.
You!
Slight trivia, this game wasn't gonna have him at all when she was writing it, but he saw how popular he was when the first game released, so he brought him back to it, which is why you only see him now and not earlier. That makes sense. Also, it's kinda nice to drip feed him back into the mix, you know? Rather than just be like, and he's back, and that's it. So I like that. I like how it worked out that way. That's why I came back.
Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never.
It also makes sense why he was away for a bit. You'll see why. Yeah, I'm excited to find out. We still got a little bit before we get there, but I'm excited for it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory.
We'll see about that. Huh. Still the same wild mare she always was. I thought the prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died.
Mr. Nick!
I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What is that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. He's an ally instead. Yes! And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside his head? I get a quick sip here. A lot of things may have happened. However, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of a von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you'd lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. Damn. Damn. Phoenix giving jilted lover a bit. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, with Franziska, she almost always says,
I will defeat you this time.
the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my clients, to save their lives. To save your client, you say. Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals, those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy. For someone like you, Edgeworth, It looks like there's still a lot you've yet to learn. A lot I've yet to learn? Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. And how about this? This woman is another key to solving this case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Corrida's manager. Then a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. But her death was ruled suicide, right? Yes. But there's still one riddle we've yet to solve. A riddle? Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. Suicide note that just vanished, huh? I wonder if that's the note that's in Lotta's camera case. Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself. A secret? You can't help but feel that this whole case revolves around her. While I was abroad, these deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto. Refreshing? And what is so refreshing about a spring breeze? Sounds like the pollen is not treating him well this year. Well, there's an interesting rumor about this man. You mean the one about Miss Andrews getting close to him? But that's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it? I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. You know anything about Lotta? We are looking into leads, but we can only look into a few key players. I think that's all I'm getting out of him for now. Ooh. Nah, you could have talked more, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't think there was really any... Everything felt kind of like dead-endy to me. We'll see.
What's wrong?
How much do you know? What do you mean, how much? Mr. Lawyer, I may be your client, but I hope you will keep yourself out of my personal life. No, I would never. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lunch appointment I have to keep. You're in detention. Who in the world are you going to eat with? The security guard?
Mr. Nick.
The Celeste Impacts lady. Somehow I get the feeling she's a very important person in all of this. Guess so. I mean, we can see if there's more to talk to him. Oh, there's literally more to talk to him about. Yeah, bro fucking dipped. He said, I want none of this. Miss Impacts' death was most certainly a suicide. Of that, there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. A suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impacts had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence. However, we did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? He was the one who found her body. which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Kurita hid his own manager's suicide note? Why? Why indeed? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1 anyway. Part 1? Alright, let's move. Back to the hotel lobby. Present it to him just in case? Alright. Why not? I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like that one. It has 2. 2 parts? What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. The attempter's name it's Adrian Andrews. Now we're cooking.
Miss Andrews? What did she do?
She tried to kill herself. She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. That's always such a funny statement to me, because, like, what is the kind of person to try to kill themselves? I've known a lot of depressed people, and I have been depressed people my whole life. I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's always the boisterous people doing the most, and like the strong types that are the most likely. People don't exactly go around advertising that, you know? Oh man. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. See, my point exactly. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
A secret?
Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews? Dependent? Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. Wait, did he give me the second part? No. This update? Interesting. Okay. Well, it feels like it's time to talk to Adrian. Adrian! Let's see, do you know anything about this? What if I ask you this way? Nope. Okay, buddy. You did your best. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel on guard's hotel room.
Looks like Miss Andrews isn't here.
That's not good. I still have a few questions I want to ask her.
She has that psyche lock on her heart, right?
Well, we don't have much of a choice. Guess we'll have to come back later. Anything I'm missing? Search. Trying to find that camera. Doesn't look. This all looks the same. Do you know anything?
I told you how many times now? I'm a journalist. I got so much info running laps in my head, I forget things here and there. Please don't get so worked up over this. I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough on kids. That's this gal's motto on learning youngsters.
Damn. All right. Nope. Okay. So Lada's no help. A lot of good that did. You don't know shit. What about you? You know shit. How about this way? Okay. Okay, right, but dependent nature. There's got to be something I can get out of somebody. What did you miss? Hey, Tony, welcome. We have been doing hella investigating. You've missed a bit. This case is quite the winding web. But we just learned about Celeste Impacts and her death. So we're trying to figure out the best angle of attack to pry some information out of Adrian. Oh yeah, super long. Yeah, for sure. We've been playing about 2 hours now, and we're still on this one section. Yes, Edgy is back. Our sweet Edgy boy. Okay, do you know about the camera? Let's see, what can we present? Okay. I don't think we're getting anything out of Wendy. Maybe powers. He doesn't seem to know anything, but...
I just bought that camera. Who did it? The thieving rascal?
Please don't look straight at me when you're saying that.
When I find the bugger who went and done this, they're gonna pay with a bullet.
And if you do that, then don't expect me to defend you. Let's try on guard's room. Don't know what I'm looking for, but gotta be something. Be nuts. Wait. Where's the knife? Notice knife, fork. Fork, no knife. I think I know where the knife in that image came from, to say the least. Maybe in this room. Yeah, because he has his knife. So something's fishy about the knife that was used as the murder weapon. Heck. Is it in here? Doesn't look like so. Crime scene. Past this hallway. Yes, that is true. Okay, so no more things to examine here. And Lada's not giving me anything. Oh.
We ate at this table last night, didn't we?
Yes.
I was really happy then.
I wish I could make you smile again, even for a second. Whatever it is, I swear, it's probably staring me right in the face. Let's see. And I know we've searched this room. I think you have all the evidence. Yeah, I guess I just don't know what to do with it. Because Adrian is missing. So, let's see. What do we do? The Psyche-Locks. Yes. Any ideas? But you thought. Oh, and she just found out. That's hysterical. Okay. Talk to Edgeworth, I guess. Anything new get added? I don't think so, but that's kind of the only thing we've got. Let's see. Hang in there, buddy. You'll be okay. You're not that injured. Oh, God. Gumshoe? He's killing off Gumshoe. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Stare at me right in the face, just like I said. What's this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impax. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor, Celeste Impax, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that?
Is this what they call following someone to the grave?
After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely.
And once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. And that's the nature of her dependency on others. When Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. That means her super confident attitude, it's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible. Okay, there we go. Appearances can be deceiving. It's such a cliche saying, but it's cliche because it's true. Miss Andrews, I think that behind that unwavering brave front, she's been hiding this weakness and fear. All right, now we got the tea. Now can we talk to Adrian? Adrian! Adrian! Yeah, here we go. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, on Guard's hotel room.
Oh, Miss Andrews is here. It looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Franziska von Karma.
Miss Von Karma! What are you doing here?
Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so...
You've got some nerve following me around.
Following you?
That's you, Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
Girls.
You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard. Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl. What's that? An electromagnetic... An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move.
So that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now. Yeah, we gotta let bro know.
Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Think hard about what we've discussed, understood? All right.
What were those two talking about?
Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she?
All right, let's give this a crack. Motive for murder. Well, why was Juan Carita murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. On Guard's life in danger by your actions?
Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Carita.
You were not that close.
That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person.
You're not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow I highly doubt that. I can't remember if this one like set me up to present. I think so. I think we're gonna go with this. And then we gotta double down on it. You and Mr. Carita had an intimate relationship, did you not?
A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish.
Well, it seems quite few people have already bought into this story.
As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars.
Note to self, stay on her good side.
In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that.
I see.
However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone?
Me? Need to get close to Mr. Kurita?
As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake? Celeste, right? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Celeste Impacts, your mentor.
How do you know about Celeste?
Alright, there we go. Miss Impacts. She committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Kurita's manager. So I believe you got close to Miss Kurita so you could find out more about her suicide.
You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid.
Miss Andrews.
There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing.
Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Okay. Her suicide note was missing, which I think could be the... I don't want to have to go through all these hoops again. I'm gonna go... Shit. Huh? Yeah. I should have gone with my guts. Yeah. Duh, obviously. Miss Impacts' suicide note was never found, was it? You get healed, so don't worry about saving. True, true. I forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder. It looks like the police were under suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like, maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Kurita.
Juan?
And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita.
I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others.
That's the impression you like to give, however.
Excuse me.
I don't think that's who you really are.
What?
I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impacts was someone very special to you. Now it's gotta be this. Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you?
Went through with what?
Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask anyone for help, relying only on yourself.
Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember.
However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on.
That's...
You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had.
Stop. When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note.
You must have heard about the police reports. The one that said the police suspected Miss Kurita of hiding Miss Impact's notes. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him. By getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes.
What do you mean?
What topic did we start this conversation on again?
It was why the victim was killed.
Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, It seems that you have become the one with a reason to want Mr. Kurita dead.
Me?
Miss Impax was everything to you. Then she died. You would do anything to find out why she would kill herself. Even commit murder.
Murder?
Yo, oh shit. That was tough. All right, let's see.
It's true. I am a woman who can only live in insecurity. Physically small, and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly.
I think that's basically the end of the investigation, if I remember correctly, like near the end. That would seem right. We've been playing this investigation section for a while. Honestly, a lot longer than I expected. It definitely feels like this is the end of this section.
I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Miss Andrews. This one thing. It's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine alone.
Long case, and you only have one day to win for Maya, remember? Yeah. I'm sorry.
You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you?
Please, Miss Andrews. All I want to know is the truth.
After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide notes. And that someone was Juan Kurita. Celeste. Without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me.
So you got close to Mr. Kurita to recover for her suicide note, correct?
Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it?
Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so...
I understand.
Oh, I have one small favor to ask. I attempted suicide. I'd like for you to keep it a secret. Miss Andrews. If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live.
All right, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews. Guess she's the overthinking type. Probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first.
Thank you for your discretion. Mr. Nick, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back.
That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding?
Huh? Oh, this. I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag.
What is it? It looks like a seashell.
That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. Wonder from where I picked it up from.
Or not remembering something clearly. Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence.
Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. On Guard in your capable hands.
March 21st, Gatewater Hotel hallway. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can.
What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Oh, Pearls. Looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all and been walking all over the place with me today.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Let's go back to the office for a while. You're really tired, right?
Oh, no! I'm okay. Really? I'm fine. I really am.
You don't look fine to me. So, to the office? March 21st, Wright & Co. Law Offices.
Oh, what now?
Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive.
You mean Miss Impact's suicide note?
That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever.
Mr. Nick, the transceiver.
Hello? Wright & Co. Law Offices. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering the phone. Maya! Where's Maya? As I promised, I've not gone within a few feet of her this whole time.
You.
Which is why I suppose she's absolutely famished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost. Wouldn't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well.
Ask my
Maya, is that you?
sis. Ask my sis.
Maya! Maya! Damn it! You cut me off.
Mystic Maya said ask my sis, didn't she?
Sis? What does she mean by that? Mia might know something. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Honestly, my first thought was like, well, Mia's a ghost, so like maybe she knows where Maya is. It can like give us that info. But maybe she knows something about the case. Come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one. Sorry. Ah! Pearl was quick with it. No hesitation at all. Mia!
I have a message from Maya, so come ask me anything you want about her.
How's Maya?
She's safe for now. That kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems.
I'm glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how did you know?
As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could.
I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. Very smart. The kidnapper, what's he like?
I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there.
And
She didn't see the face of her attacker. Maya is locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her.
when you were with her. Date. Time. Location.
I'm starving. I really go for some apple pie. I mean, time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Sis, if you're with Nick right now.
Oh, shit.
There's all sorts of things piled up here, but it's too dark to see. Huh? Someone dropped a card here. It kind of looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card.
Very.
What's this? Feels like there are lots of glass bottles here. And these, they feel like barrels. I'll pass. Bad, I'm really hungry and not really thirsty.
The same card as in Maya's hideout. Yeah, I saw that.
Rat, it's locked. But this door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. And click, to magically open the door. There's a card like that around here I could use. That's it! The shell card! If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius! Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it! Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting or worried.
No fucking way, really? Just like that? Okay. Well, damn. I know I said I was going to do 2 sections today, but I did not expect this one to take me 3 hours-ish. I know part of that was me being a little bit slow, but we'll pick up tomorrow from here. Because, yeah, I don't think I have another section in me for today. March 22nd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. Fair enough, yeah. Appreciate y'all being here, though. This has been a lot of fun. I don't need to save again. What are my current theories? I would say that my leading theory right now is that Adrian was, in the very least, an accomplice. She's definitely got the most motive out of everyone. But I also wonder that maybe... I feel like we're going to find out something about the circumstances of in Celeste Impacts' suicide that might reveal someone else having a motive. But my current hunch is definitely leaning towards Adrian being the responsible one. Especially considering it seems like the knife that he got, that not on guard, but that he got stabbed with, seems to have come from On Guard's room. So remember, you only have 1 day though. Tight deadline. Yeah. This is gonna be a tough one. So we're gonna try to see if we can get this solved tomorrow. And oh yeah, hold up. I have this video saved. Pull this up. I almost forgot. Send me this clip of the anime. Let's take a peek at this. Shrink myself. Hold on. Was that his objection? I love that. Oh, okay, that's D. Vasquez. Okay, so this is that case. Bro is the fucking Ace Airbender, yeah. Oh, I'm not loving the character design. He's a little too yaoi protagonist in this for me. I like Will Powers' look. Something about Ace just looks a little off for me, though. They like rounded his features a little too much. What? Oh, oh, fair. To be fair, they had a low budget. Hey, it happens. That's so valid. That is so valid. Speaking of low budget, just randomly, Scissor 7 is always my go-to of like low budget don't always mean bad. So I'm not gonna hate on him for making do at all. But if you like anime that like really maximize the low budget, check out Scissor 7. It's so gas. That said, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I appreciate you being here. I hope you had some fun, and we're gonna solve this case tomorrow. Till then, peace.
Everybody looking out for themselves, and everybody got a truth to tell. Everybody got a book they want to sell to everyone else. Everybody got their own agenda. Everybody wants you to buy. And no one gives a fuck if their bullshit hustle makes somebody end their life. Oh, I just wanna make money. Just wanna make money, don't care in the end. does to the folks I know. I just wanna make money, just wanna make money. Who knows what it'll cost in the end? I'll deal with that then. Everybody thinks that they speak for, everybody thinks that they are smart. But everybody's always looking for answers, nobody knows where to start. Everybody thinks someone should save them, but nobody comes to their call. And everybody thinks that they have the fix to finally mend it all. Oh, I just wanna make money, just wanna make money, don't care in the end who it turns to a friend or foe, or what it does to the folks I know. I just wanna make money, just wanna make money. Who knows what it'll cost in the end? I'll deal with that then. Oh, I just wanna make money, just wanna make money, don't care in the end who it turns to a friend or foe, or what it does to the folks I know. I just wanna make money.